Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late January, moving into early February 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in energy and see what's happening for the lovely Taurus collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My God, Spirit Team, talk to me. What do we got for Taurus gang in late January, early February? It's Aquarius season. What energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Taurus. Please, what is the vibe? What is the energy around our good friends here in late January, early February? Let's see what's up. Let's get this card out nice and quick, please. There it is. Thank you. Okay, what do we got? All right, cool. So we do have the Fool card. That's one of your zodiacal neighbors. Now, obviously, this is not an actual tarot deck. It is an oracle. But there's a lot of symbolism here that connects this card to the Fool. As you can see, she's a jester right there. Before we fully dive into it, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the January subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So yeah, you see the female jester, and actually at her feet, not sure if you could see it, there's like several renditions of the Fool card. So we do think of this energy showing up in a powerful way. Now, since this is one of your zodiacal neighbors, a lot of Tauruses might be on that late April Aries cusp. And if that is the case, just know some of your Aries traits might be showing a little more so than normal, right? Even for those of you that aren't on that cusp, it's like an energy of initiating something, getting something going, getting something moving. The Fool is a big action card, and it ties in almost directly to what I was seeing for you last week. So I like how this really adds on to the vibe I was picking up recently. Now, the Fool has a lot of great things. It's jovial, it's happy, it's a content type of energy, even though it's moving forward. But there's a challenge here. It is fire energy. And if you're not linked to an Aries, I mean, I do say that this could be very spontaneous. So just know, like, you might be thinking or acting in a different way than you normally do. Now, from what I know about Tauruses, and I have a couple Taurus placements myself, I know that's usually a very predictable, steady type of sign. So when we see a little bit of unpredictability here, just know, I mean, whether it's your temper or whether it's just the way you're moving, it could just be slightly different. So be cautious about being too spontaneous when this card is here. But that could be a very positive omen. So we're going to let the Fool chill right there. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card there, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for Taurus gang and see what we got in late January, early February. What's going on here? And yeah, while we get this shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. I already referenced it, and I said that this Fool energy kind of ties in. That's because your reading last week was titled Explosive Action Incoming, and it felt powerful. Now, another strong energy I was picking up for Taurus was a lot of you just being in your own lane, doing your own thing, saying, you know what, this is what I'm doing, this is the direction I'm going, I don't want this person messing with my stuff, I'm not going to go mess with their stuff. To me, it just felt very forward movement, momentum, which felt good to me. But for a lot of you, you could just be doing your own thing. Nothing wrong with that. But we're going to see what shows up for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's. Let's get it going. 3 cards for Taurus, please. What do we got in late January, please? Thank you. Okay, 10 of Wands. So there is still more fire showing up for you here. 10 of Wands could be good, very determined type of energy, which is big Taurus vibes, but it's something we might want to take a look at. I mean, it's a little burdensome, it's a little heavy. Could also connect to health, so we'll see. More fire. All right, 7 of Wands here. Lots of determination in these 2 cards. They're 2 of the most determined cards in the whole entire deck. Let's get one more here. Might be getting put to the test in some sort of way. Queen of Pentacles, one of your power cards. For a lot of Tauruses, and remember that's not gender specific there on the back, a lot of you might be getting put to a test of some kind. So whether it's like a test of your patience or a test of your willpower, there's like something here about you getting tested. So we're going to have to see. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first glance, I like the elements we're playing with because I feel like they can work for Taurus. Notice we do have that double down of fire, which fits with what we saw here in the very beginning, fits with the reading we had last week. We also have earth, which is one of your power elements. It's one of your comfort elements. This is the comfort zone right here, which feels okay to me. And in my simplistic style, it could just show us something that's coming towards you. One thing I do say about fire and earth energy, they generally represent the outside world, whereas cups and swords represent the inner world. These are like the world around us, the people around us, the external situations. So that's kind of with all the determination in that, it's like something might be testing your patience or be putting you to the test. I can't let that go just yet. But let's go through piece by piece and really start to build it out because I'm sure there's a lot of nuance here. Position number one, we're starting with the 10 of Wands. And we see this individual, looks like he's working his way up a hill. He's carrying that big bundle of wands. I'll give you the positives first. I already mentioned it. It's a card of determination, not giving up. Can't stop, won't stop. I don't care how hard it is. I'm going to keep moving. Nothing's going to throw me off track. That is big Taurus energy, if you ask me. It's a really admirable trait, to be honest with you. But aside from that, this could also represent someone that doesn't know when to stop, doesn't know how to quit, doesn't know how to slow down. So whether that's you or somebody else, it's like, all right, this person like keeps going and going and going and going. Now, if that's a situation, that could get a little tiring because this card is also connected to burdens. So whether it's physical burdens, mental burdens, emotional burdens, it's like, something's heavy. It's a lot to deal with. So this can be problematic. It can represent problems. It can represent situations that we most definitely want to look at further. I do also connect this to health. I know I already mentioned that. So specifically watch out for areas like your neck, your back, your spine. You might be holding tension there, or you might just be feeling a little lack of energy when I see this. Now, moving to the center, this card has a lot of the same archetypes. We have the 7 of Wands. Now we see this individual, it's like they're standing up against like an incoming army. It's like me against the world. So for a lot of Tauruses, you might just have that mindset, especially with what I said. If that's correct, you're like in your zone, in your own lane. It's like, yeah, me against the world, or me and you against the world type of vibes. Now, in the positive sense, same positivity as what we have here with the 10 of Wands. Can't stop, won't stop. If the universe is testing me, if the universe is throwing problems my way, even if things are boring, it doesn't matter what it is, I will get through it. Nothing is going to throw me off track. If I'm on a certain pace, I will keep that pace. That's the good thing about this card. Now, where it comes to the challenge here, it's a little different than the 10 of Wands. It could represent someone that's feeling a little trapped. It could be feeling cornered. And again, it could be test after test, one thing after another, problem after problem. So again, there's like an energy of something getting tiring, okay? So we'll look when we do the clarification. I don't want to get too intuitive just yet, but I just keep getting this vibe like, all right, is it someone testing you? Is it a situation testing your patience? Is it the universe doing it? On to the back end, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Like I said, one of your power cards, your comfort element, earth. Regular scheduled program, right? Very predictable. And I do like the Queen of Pentacles. So whether this does show us something that's coming towards you, something that you might be feeling, it could be another earth sign you're connected to. When I see the Queen of Pentacles, I think of Empress energy. I think of winds. I think of blessings. I think of abundance. A lot of you might have a business mindset right now or a money-focused mindset, which could be a really good thing. But when I see her, I think your cups runneth over in a positive way. So this can be nice. Now, where's the challenge with this Queen of Pentacles? She could be very stubborn sometimes. She could be very immovable. And that's something I was picking up in other earth signs this week too. There could be certain situations where you're not willing to give any ground. This could be an energy that's really digging its heels in with what I'm seeing here. Now, for some of you, that could be a great thing. For some of you, maybe not. So I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Yeah, I'm getting this energy of doubling down. Yeah, this is where I go intuitive with the message, my friends, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what's up with all these wands. Why is all this fire here? What's this unpredictability? Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Taurus, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, let's see what's up with that 10 of Wands, please. What is going on? Thank you. Okay, so we do have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is somebody that is like existing on pure willpower. When I see the Ace of Pentacles, it's like, okay, well, you're not going to give me a break. I will do it all by myself. I don't need your favors. I don't need your breaks. I do not care. It's like giving me that kind of energy. Like, oh, you want to talk, you don't want to speak to me? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I don't care. I'm just going to keep pushing. Like, it's this energy that will not be budged. That's what this is giving me. Now, again, for some of you, that could be a good thing. For another portion of you, maybe not. Like, maybe there is something you might need to flex a little bit on. Something I'm already starting to pick up, and we were already speaking about the tests and stuff like that. And we'll see when we get to the Seven of Wands. There could be some surprising issues or problems popping up. When I see the Ace of Pentacles in reverse underneath the Ten of Wands, it's like, oh, okay, where'd that come from? That's not good. That's not all it was cracked up to be. But at the same time, do I feel this derailing you? No, I don't. I just feel the energy continuing to push forward no matter how unpleasant it might get. Not to say that your week is going to be unpleasant, but this energy is not stopping. It's like this train will not stop. This train has no brakes. It's going to keep pushing regardless. That's just the energy this is giving me. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, usually in the upright, it's great. It's offers, it's opportunities, it's communication. When it's in reverse, it can represent false opportunities. It can represent losing opportunities. It can represent not speaking to somebody. So when I see it in reverse underneath the 10 wands, it can most definitely represent all the things I mentioned, but someone saying, you know what, I don't give a damn. I'm going to keep pushing. So this could most definitely be a problem popping up. We'll see. Let's keep moving. I feel like we don't need to overcomplicate it. It is what it is. Let's see what the Seven of Wands has to say. But most definitely watch out for your health in this time too. With the 10 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, just make sure you're taking care of yourself. Very important. Okay? Don't be too stubborn to go see a doctor if you're not feeling right. Let's see what's up with the Seven of Wands. And I know people watch this for a variety of reasons. I'm not telling every Taurus they need to go to the doctor. But let's see what's up with the Seven of Wands, please. What is going on? Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we have the Nine of Swords. And again, this is an energy that is not backing down. Okay, now, if this is your get up and go, if this is your energy, I mean, I do say it's admirable. Like I said, there's something about the determination and willpower of Taurus that I do appreciate. But when I see the Nine of Swords, stressed, anxious, nervous, we have the Seven of Wands, this clearly indicates something like really stressing you out. And remember, it's external. That's another thing. It's like outside influences like stressing you out. So in this week, you might want to continue to lay low with this type of vibe, because it's like, all right, well, every time I pop my head up out of water, it's like something else is popping up. So again, there could be surprising issues or problems or situations even popping up that are just very stress inducing. Now, the Nine of Swords, watch out for your rest, watch out for your sleep. I mean, you could be sleeping very light or having some insomnia when this card shows up. But the Nine of Swords, it's just indicating what I said. Like, there could be various tests and things coming up from Spirit. But at the same time, this energy is not backing down. Okay, so for some of you, that's great. For some of you, hopefully you're not going up against a situation that's not backing down from you, because that's kind of what both of these energies are giving off. So if these are two separate energies, they're both in the same mode where it's like, no, nothing's stopping me. So let's keep going. Let's see what the Queen of Pentacles has. Hopefully we have a good outcome here. But this stressed, anxious, nervous energy in the center, not a big fan, but is that stopping this? Is it stopping the progress? Is it stopping the train? No. Like I said, it's like this train has no brakes. But let's see what's up with that Queen of Pentacles. And we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow. So why is the Queen of Pentacles here for Taurus, please? This is here. Thank you. Okay. Ace of Wands in reverse. That is another little warning about your health and vitality. Either this is a person or a situation that could just get a little bit exhausting. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is something that pops up, or there's something you've been dealing with where just like even the thought about it, it's like, oh, this is exhausting to me. Like whenever I even think about it, it's like it zaps all the energy out of me. It's so peculiar the way this is showing up. Notice we do have double aces. Both of them are in reverse underneath. So when I see that, I mean, for a portion of you, there could be something that you're purposely either not giving your energy to or purposely not addressing. So again, with the way the energy flows, it's like, yep, don't care. Train is moving, train is going. I'm going to ignore it. So there could be certain situations or things where it's like, you know what, I don't have time to think about it right now. It drains me when I do. So I'm just going to put it out of my mind. That's how it feels. Now, if you're cross-watching for a Taurus, I mean, this might be the mode they're in, where it's like out of sight, out of mind. I'm going to ignore it. I'm not going to focus on it. Now, at some point, it's going to have to be focused on, right? Like whenever there's any issues. But with the Ace of Wands in reverse, it is either that warning about taking care of yourself, because this can represent your vitality feeling a little bit low. So watch out for the ups and downs energetically. But I can't help but feel like this is someone either feeling exhausted by something, a situation, or like just putting it out of their mind. Like, I can't think about this right now. Can't think about it, can't focus on it, putting it out of my mind. The train keeps pushing. So let's go through and do a quick recap here, Taurus. So I appreciate the energy for the most part. It's just funny how it's presenting itself. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, I've been saying it since the beginning. I feel like something might be testing your patience, or there's just something here. The 10 of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles in position number 1. So it's like, all right, either I'm not talking to this person, I don't care. Whatever problems pop up, I don't care. Not stopping me. It's going to continue to push. And I've got this same thing here in both of them. So hopefully this isn't two separate people in the same modes, because I do get someone digging their heels in, saying like, I don't care if a problem or a situation's here. I'm just going to keep it moving. Moving to the center, the 7 of Wands with the 9 of Swords. Like, yeah, this isn't pleasant. This isn't nice, but it does not stop this train. We're going to keep pushing. Did say for a lot of you, it might be good to lay low in this time. So if that's what you've been doing, great. Because to me, it's like every time I lift my head up, there's something else, right? So watch out for outside influences like really affecting your energy. But at the same time, the energy is not stopping. Moving to the back end, and we did see different problems or situations popping up. It is what it is. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Wands in reverse. So either there is something or a situation where every time you even think about it, it might make you feel exhausted. There could be something you're just pushing it out of your mind and ignoring for the time being, because it's like, I just don't have the energy for it right now. But at the same time, it's like this train just keeps pushing. I don't know why I keep saying that phrase, but that's how this feels to me. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. So let's get a good shuffle here for Taurus, please. Guides and Spirit team. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end, just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. So let's get your one. And if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get your shadow card out. What do we got here for Taurus in the shadows, please? What do we got? Hey, there she is again, the Queen of Pentacles. So we're doubling down on this Queen of Pentacles energy. So it does tell me the long-term outlook is very good. And again, one of your power cards in the shadows does speak about self-confidence. So in this time, I'm not sure if any of you are going through some confidence issues. That could be possible when she's here. But I generally see the Queen of Pentacles if you're not connected to another earth sign, because that could be this. When I see her, I do think of mother figures, but she is a huge card that is grounded and filled with blessings. So even though we did have some problematic energy within the main part of the spread, the fact that we see the Queen of Pentacles again showing up in the shadows is like, everything's going to be okay. Everything's cool. Everything will settle down. Okay? And there is something here about your own self-confidence too. So make sure you be confident in yourself, believe in yourself. Listen, I don't want to sound like an advertisement. I mean, I don't want to be cliche either, but I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. So we're going to put the Queen of Pentacles right there, Taurus. That's what I got for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the January subscriber surprise. If you would like to get a personal reading from me and get a little forecast for what 2025 has in store for you, you can check out my website and digital calendar at mastermetaphysics.com to look for availability. But for the January subscriber surprise, we are once again giving away 3 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks. And if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what is your main goal for the 2025 calendar year? You'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab as usual, my friends. Much love, and I'll see you soon.